Alright, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about In the Name of the King, a dungeon siege tale. My first, if I had to sum this up in a few words, would be prepared to take a royal nap. This movie was a mild letdown to me. The main reason being is that I wanted to see it because it was a dungeon siege tale. Dungeon Siege is a PC game, now in its second version, I think. So, Dungeon Siege 3 would be the next in the series. Basically, it's an RPG game with a nice little story to it. So I was like, hey, maybe it might be good. Well, the movie I felt was about an hour too long. It's 2.5 hours, and I felt maybe it should have been about an hour and a half. And it was made by a gentleman named Uwe Boll, which apparently either you love this guy, which I guess a lot of people don't, or you hate this guy. If you read a lot of the press, they can't stand him. If you read a lot of fans, they love him, they love his work. I had never watched a single movie made by this guy. I looked it up just to make sure, so I didn't know what to expect going in. What I got was, there's a lot of action in this movie, but it felt like they were trying to cram all three Lord of the Rings into one movie. You just get that feeling when you're watching this, because there's some parts in it that just seem like they were ripped straight out of Lord of the Rings, and then, they're trying to make up for that by adding all this, huge action in between it to break it up, but on the most part, it doesn't work. The special effects in this movie are awesome. I tell you what, some of the best special effects, I think, even over Lord of the Rings, or on par with it. Just amazing CGI work. So let's get into the actual actors. This movie had a ton of actors that either you know of or that are blockbuster actors. Beginning is Jason Statham. The dude from Transporter, Crank, played a bad guy in Cellular. He's in The Italian Job. This guy's everywhere. He gives an awesome performance like he always does. I think he's just an awesome actor. Followed up is Burt Reynolds, which was okay. I'm not much of a Burt Reynolds fan. Haven't watched much to him. But what I got was that it's basically Burt Reynolds acting. So if you like Burt Reynolds, you might like this movie. Then there was Ray Liotta as the bad guy. I hope I'm saying that right. He was in, last movie I saw with Ray Liotta was in the movie Wild Hogs with Tim Allen and John Travolta. He played the bad guy in that movie, the main bad guy. He's a pretty good actor. I kind of like him in movies. Then there's that one woman, what movie was she in? The one with the guys on the CB radio. I only saw it a handful of times on TV or something. She's in it. She's in about every movie I can think of, too. Then there's also Ron Perlman. If you don't know who that is by name, think of Hellboy. He plays Hellboy. Also was one of the actors from Lord of the Rings. That's right. The guy that plays Gimli. He was also in Sliders, and he also was in Indiana Jones. He's in this movie as well, and he gives an okay performance. But, I just couldn't help it. He was in the movie just because he was in Lord of the Rings. I'll always think of him as Gimli. That movie kind of ruined his acting career. He's stereotyped cast forever as Gimli, the little short guy. But honestly, he does give a good performance as well. The thing of it is that parts of the movie seem very silly. Like when they were attacking the guys, the orcs or whatever they call them. I can't remember. Krug? Yeah, something like that. You could tell they were guys in rubber suits. And another thing is that one part, when they ran out of rocks to hurl in their catapults, they were throwing each other, which was just plain silly looking. So this movie, if you're bored for Friday night and you like action, adventure, fantasy movies, check this one out. Otherwise, steer clear of it. And there's also a review for Postal, or a trailer for Postal, I should say, made by this Uwe Boll guy as well. And I have the Postal video game, and I think it's kind of fun. It's not really excellent or anything. It's just kind of funny to see what you can do on it. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a horrible movie too, which I'm definitely not going to go see that one. It just didn't even look funny. Well, everybody, hope you've enjoyed listening to this. Good gaming and good movie watching.